Welcome to our Scandinavian travel vlog. We're really excited about this trip. It's definitely been on both of our bucket lists for a really long time. So this is our flight from England to Copenhagen, which was the first stop on our travels. It was really smooth. It was only about 2 hours from London Stansted, and we went straight in. We had no idea that Sweden was so close to the airport in Copenhagen. Anyways, checked into our hotel. The cabin was wonderful. Basically got straight onto bikes and got into it. This is the easiest and best way to travel in the Scandinavian countries. We checked out Nyhaven and the famous colored buildings. They were so beautiful, and of course we caught it right at sunset, which was phenomenal. We felt very safe. It is a great place. Lots of people, very lively, tons of places to eat. It seriously felt like a magical time. There were so many things that we wanted to check off the bucket list while in Copenhagen, and the first one was visiting the very oddly famous Mermaid. The statue was really cool, but also there isn't really much to see here. Anyway, we hopped back on our bikes and went over to the Royal Palace. It was very cool, and the guards were really fun to watch. And then we enjoyed the sunset and went to sleep. The next morning had incredible pastries. Everything we ate on this trip was absolutely 10 out of 10. But this place, for their pastries, oh my gosh, it was unreal. The breakfast for foodies, so good. It was definitely a little bit on the pricier side, but it was absolutely worth it. After breakfast, we hopped on our bikes and very easily got on a train to a different town. It was about 40 minutes on the train. What I love most about Copenhagen is to be able to move around by bike, train, car. Everything is so simple and it's just so easy to get around everywhere. Anyways, we took our bikes to the Viking Museum. It was really cool. We got to see how they used to build ships in the old days and how they've kind of modernized them now. And you got to see everything from like the workshop to the way they build it to the history of some of the old boats that they found. Everything was just really fascinating. I enjoyed it a lot. You could also take a boat out at sea if you wanted to. It's a little bit of an extra cost, but then you could feel how it feels to be on a pirate ship, which is kind of cool. But yeah, spend a lot of time there and then decided to head back to Copenhagen. After we arrived back at Copenhagen Central Station, we decided to go visit Christiania. This is the free town in the center of Copenhagen. It is so interesting and so cool. It is basically the last city that has no rules. Pretty cool. The only rules that they have is obviously, be kind to each other, don't steal, that kind of thing. That's shown in the gift shop area when you first enter. But for the most part, you could see it's just a free-for-all. And I think that's really cool. And of course, we had a good look around. We got some food. It was just interesting to see. It was really interesting. I loved it a lot. Oh, here's the rules. These are the common laws. So, the basics of being a good human, but we really loved it. Then we ended up going and getting some really delicious vegan burgers. That was so good. And then hopped back on our bike to go do some more touring. So if you're looking for something to do and you really want to learn about Copenhagen, taking a riverboat tour is so helpful. You basically get in those long canal boats and you get to see Copenhagen from every angle. You have a microphone in your ears, you get some headphones, and you learn about all of the main historic points. It was really cool, and the whole thing was about an hour long. You got to see it from every angle. You got to go underneath some really short bridges, which was pretty fun. And yeah, we just got to see and learn a lot on this tour. I would highly recommend. And of course, we worked up an appetite and went for some traditional Danish food. What you're looking at is pretty much deep fried pork fat with potatoes and this incredible dill sauce. It was so good. And then mine was like pretty much breakfast. It was really good. It's like hash brown, like potato with sausage and an egg. Oh my gosh, we ate so much food and it was so amazing. And dessert was great and the beer was great. And I just recommend this city for foodies. So the dessert was pretty much apple pie in a cup, like deconstructed, and it was so freaking good. Overall, Copenhagen was such a fun city and we just had the best time, but especially for the food. If you are a foodie, and I cannot say this enough, Denmark is so good for food. But thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next country. Bye!